turning up, we was getting lit, we was listening to music, we was bumping it, we was cool. And then all of a sudden,
people trying to steal the drip, steal it, but I'm the one with the sauce. Catch up where you go take a loss. Big boy, man, you know I'm the boss. I be ballin' like I'm Kobe. Left hand like Ginobili. 5 years with the trophy. Five rings like I'm Kobe. She trying to get the ring. She feeling me cause I sing.
what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, I'm that guy, JasperTooFly, here with another YouTube video. And today, we have an interesting video for y'all. Now today is gonna be my first ever story time, and this story is absolutely the craziest party story that you're ever gonna hear. Just stay tuned, sit back, relax, grab you a bag of chips, grab you something to drink, and let's get started with this video. Alright, let's get it. Now this story takes place my freshman year of college, second semester. I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of everything that happened in this story so you guys can understand every little small detail. Now, it was a night in March of my freshman year of college. Now, giving you guys a little backstory, I've never been a party goer, ever. In high school, I've probably been to like one, maybe two high school parties, and they really weren't turnt parties.
You lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God.
You know, they're all subdued parties, nothing going on, no drinking, no smoking, none of that. I've never been to actual turn up party like that. Basic kiddish, you know, play on the playground type parties, you know. Usually at parties, you know, there's obviously gonna be some alcohol there. But all the parties that I had ever been to in high school, no alcohol, no nothing. And it was only like two parties. Sure, at those parties, I don't even know what we did. Play tic-tac-toe, play video games, I don't know. Nothing too big though. Anyways though, college freshman year, and it's party time. This is my freshman year. I've probably been to three or four parties before this particular party that I went to. Now there's gonna be another story time about my first college party and another story time about another college party, but I'm saving those story times for later. This story time is juicy, so I have to get this out to y'all. All right, so we're sometime in March of my college freshman year. I've been to a few parties, so I understand the scene. And on this particular night, for some reason, my dorm room is very small. My dorm room, it has my bed, it's my roommate's bed. There's a small little space between, and that's about it. But on this particular night, my roommate wasn't there. Me and a group of my friends were trying to find something to do. We had nothing to do that night, but we were trying to get into something. It was like a Friday night, I think. Friday, Saturday night, something like that. We couldn't find anything to do. We were just thinking about, you know, we'll just go get something to eat. We'll just go around the corner. We have Jack in the Box, there's In-N-Out, there's Chick-fil-A. We're just gonna find something to eat. How about that? It was getting late, everything was closing, so we decided that plan wasn't gonna work. You see on socials that there was gonna be these parties. Now mind you, in the dorm room at this time, it was me, it was probably like 6 or 7 other girls that were also in my dorm room, and like 2 other dudes or something, 2 or 3 other dudes. I don't know how many other dudes. It wasn't that many dudes. It was me. It was like 6 or 7 other girls. One of the girls was my sister, and 2 or 3 other dudes. Now we thought of going to a party. We were just thinking like, how are we gonna fit all these people into one car? So people couldn't go. People couldn't fit. Low key, no, high key actually, high key. The 6 people that did come, we had 4 right in the back, and me and my friend ride in the front. The other dude that was in the dorm room with me as well. We were riding in the front. We were like, we're gonna go to this party. basically, the 6 of us that went kind of like turned up the most, if you want to call it, I guess. I mean, like I said, I'm not really a turn up guy. I've never been a party type guy. I've been to 2 or 3 parties before in my life, and that was it. The 6 of us go. The 6 of us go to this party that was in Pasadena-ish, LA, somewhere around that area. We show up to this party. We are turning up in the car. We are turning up in the car though. We was listening to all types of trap music. Anything you can imagine, we was listening to in the car on the way there. The party was like 25, 30 minutes away. So we was cool. We was going to the party. We were gonna have a good time. Right when we get to the party though, it cost like $10 per person to get in. And I'm like, I'm not trying to pay $10 to get into this party. Our idea was, let's see how the party is. Let's try to go in the party, see how it is, before we actually all pay the $10. So me and my friend, we paid $10 to get in the party. We looked inside. Party was trash. There was a lot of people there, don't get that twisted. It was too congested, it was outside. You could barely hear the music because the speakers were really small. It wasn't the party that we were trying to be at. We were in the car thinking like, man, now what? You know, we drove this ways and we don't even want to go to this party because it's pretty weak. So we text a couple people talking about where is another party that we can go to. They directed us to this party in San Bernardino. Now, if you're from Cali, especially Southern California, you know that San Bernardino is not the safest place. It's actually one of the worst places in California as far as crime rate goes. Lots of shootings, lots of bad stuff goes on in San Bernardino. Now, don't get it twisted. Every city has its nice areas. So San Bernardino does have its nice areas. But for the most part, San Bernardino is dangerous. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I'm from the Inland Empire. So I'm basically from that area, not necessarily in San Bernardino, but I'm from a few cities over, maybe like 2 or 3 cities over. I'm from that. So I knew this isn't the place where you need to be at, Jasper. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just not thinking straight. I should have told my friends like, hey, this is not the place that we should be. Everybody that night that we went with is from California. So they should kind of know too, but I'm supposed to know the most. That party comes, we go to San Bernardino, which was a 45 minute to an hour drive. It took us a while to get there, but we was cool. The first party didn't go our way, but we was thinking that the second party was, so we was in the car, we was turning up, we was getting lit, we was listening to music, we was bumping it, we was cool. But as we're driving through the neighborhood, the streets were like really sketch. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We were driving through that neighborhood and it was dark. Street lights weren't really on. It just looked sketch. During this time, nobody was thinking that anything was going to happen this night. Nobody was saying that something bad is going to happen tonight. Nobody was saying that to themselves. We're just ready to party. We're just ready to have a good time. I'm going to be completely 100. I don't like parties that much. I went out to have a good time tonight. But deep inside, I really didn't want to be there anyways, because I'm not a party goer. First of all, before I even talk about getting inside, we go up to the front door, but wait, I don't even want to get there yet. Before we get to the front door, as we are getting out of the car, my friend pulls down his window and he asks these people that are walking outside of the party. Now, mind you, these people that are walking outside of the party, they don't look very old. They look 17-ish. Now, we're all in college. I was 18. The driver, my friend, one of the dudes that was in my dorm, he was 18. The girls, they were 19, 20. So we're just cooling, you know, thinking everything is gonna be all right. Friend asked, so how is the party? How is it? Is the party cool? Is it legit? And they were like, no, we hear the party is going to get shot up. But like I told you guys, these kids that were walking out of the party, they looked 17 years old max. Probably 16, could be 17, not likely 18, but you know they for sure were not 19 years old. This wasn't labeled as a high school party. This was supposed to be a college party. We didn't think much of it because they look like little kids. They look like they don't have fun anyways. So in my head, I'm thinking, they're just kids. They're not really serious. They don't know what they're talking about, basically. And that was the biggest mistake we could have made. We get inside the party and everything is fine. You had some people outside, I guess security outside, checking us to make sure we didn't have anything on us as we were going in the party. We didn't think that there was gonna be any problems because there was security. There was people checking. We get inside, but as I mentioned before, I never smoked, I never drank. I'm not about that action, I'm not about that lifestyle. Because not only were people walking around me smoking, walking around me drinking, like literally right next to me, walking by with whatever they have. Not only was that the case, it was crowded. There was so many people and the dance floor wasn't that big. It was inside a house. There was the front room. Now there's a front room right here, right? And then there's a living room right here. So as we're walking in, we're walking through the front room into the living room, everything seems okay. The party's going perfectly fine. Nothing has happened wrong. Although there is too many people, there is loud music. You know what happens at parties, especially black parties. Now, when I mentioned black parties, this was definitely a black party. Now, the first party that we left that we thought was trash would have been definitely a lot safer because it was a white party. How can I even say this? I knew something was up. I knew that there was a problem. I knew that, hey, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. This is not where you need to be right now. I had a strong feeling, but I wasn't going to tell anybody, let's go home, because I didn't drive there. This wasn't my car. So I was, and nobody could drive. It was only my friend that could drive. So I wasn't going to tell everybody in my group, hey, let's go back home because I don't feel right. I don't feel comfortable here. I wasn't going to tell them that. They seemed like they was having an okay time, I wasn't gonna be like, nah, let's go home. One thing happened that was crucial during this whole entire scene. We're at the party for about 30 minutes. Everything seems like it's going okay, but in my head, things are a little fishy. Two dudes, I'm right here. Two dudes walk past me like this. They were walking so fast past me. And I'm looking around, I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is weird. 2 minutes go by, nothing happens. Everything is cool. 2 minutes after those dudes walked past me, nothing had happened yet. And then all of a sudden, the shots, broken glass everywhere. And everybody's just like, get down, get down, get down, get down. And I'm sitting here scared out of my mind. My heart is pumping. My heart is pumping so fast. Millions of thoughts are going through my head.
Like, if I want to kill myself, I will. It's not hard to die. I could do it like right now. But like number two,
I'm praying at this moment. I'm praying to God, like, come on, God, get me through this. Get me out of this situation. It wasn't just one. It was about 6, 7, 8 shots back to back to back to back. Broken glass everywhere. I couldn't believe it. I tell you guys, the front room was right here, and the living room was about right here. Zoom, get a little closer. Front room right here, living room is right here, but there's windows like right here. I'm thinking that there's windows right here. If somebody's shooting through the front windows to the back, it's clear shot. Somebody can get hit. Everybody is getting down. Now, I told you guys the mirrors are right here, leading towards that living room. I'm tall, I'm 6'4". But if I'm leaning down, I'm still going to be the tallest. My head is still going to be peeping out just a little bit. So you never know if a bullet can come straight through and hit me. You never know.
Help me! Help me!
One of those shots, come on now. All of a sudden, it's about 7, 8 shots. The shots start slowing down. Everybody's still scared. Everybody's still scared of their mind, so everybody's still down. But I have to make a decision. I'm right next to the back door. The mirrors or the windows are right here. The living room is right here. Sliding glass is right here. So we're all here. We're right next to the sliding glass door to get out of the back door. I'm about right here, so I'm a little close to the back door. So I have to lead the charge. So now I'm one of the first people out of the back door. I'm crawling, I'm making my way out of the back door. My feet are underneath somebody else's feet. Oh, everybody's crowding. Oh my gosh, I could barely get up. The crazier part, I go out of the back door. I go out of the back door to see this kid laying down. Oh my gosh. He didn't get shot, he just got trampled. And what's weird is I don't understand why they did this, but there was a couch blocking the sliding glass door. So when you open the sliding glass door, the couch is right there. So people are jumping over the couch, stepping in glass. It's a mess. Shots are slowed down now, but when I'm in the backyard, my first thought is, listen, I need to get as many people as I can out of that party. I need to get as many people out towards the backyard. So I'm calling my friends. I'm like, where y'all at? Hey, I'm calling their names. Where you guys at? Let's go. I'm calling their names. 2 of my friends that were girls came out and we ran towards the car together. Now the crazy thing about this was, which was weird, when we were going out of the back door, it wasn't like a normal backyard. There's usually the side gates, the back gates. It's usually like people can't just go through your backyard. I mean, for some reason, you can go out of the backyard and onto the street. I don't know why that was, but man, thank you. Because I didn't have to hop no gates. I didn't have to get my friends over gates to try to get them out so we can run to the car. My friend that was the driver, the dude that was in the dorm, he has 2 girls with him as well. So we get to the car, and at this point we just want to go home. We're just skirting off. Man, there's no blood, nobody gets hurt, nobody's severely hurt, nobody got shot, but there was a few people in the car with scrapes on their arms or legs just because of, damage from having to get out of the party, Sad part about it was there was people that were injured, and somebody did pass away because they got shot at that party. That was one of the most scariest moments. That was the scariest moment. My near-death experience, the scariest moment I ever had in my life. I told you at the beginning, there was more than 6 people in my dorm room, but only 6 people went to the party. My sister was in the dorm room. She was getting ready to go to the party, but we couldn't fit everybody in, so she didn't go. Thank God she didn't go, because you never know. Story time with JasperTooFly. I'm that guy. Listen, I seem happy and upbeat, and I am happy and upbeat. But this story was one of the scariest moments of my life. If you like the story, if you want more story times, if you want more quality content, like the video, comment, share, subscribe, everything. I love y'all. More story times coming soon. I'm out.
It's my delight. Let me take you out on a Friday night. I'ma get you right. Running downtown on a Friday night. We gon' be alright. Ain't gon' be no fight on a Friday night. It's a late night, but I'ma chill with you on a Friday night.